Thanks. Next question.
Hello.
Hello. My name is Kat. I've got a question about, I think it's connected with hers. Throughout the series, certain elements about the afterlife are alluded to that has created a mystery that surrounds, well, I guess, the characters. How is that going to be developed as the story continues?
It's not. It's something that we do develop a lot in series 2. We kind of felt that there was enough going on in series 1 with the kind of individual conditions of the characters, but in series 2, without giving anything away, the whole, basically the afterlife that awaits them is more kind of fully explored. So I'm afraid I can't give anything away, but you will get an answer in about a year's time.
Hey guys, I'm Genevieve from the UK.
Hi Genevieve.
Hi Genevieve from the UK. I was just wondering, obviously you've been recommissioned for series 2, which is awesome, because everybody should watch it. I was just wondering how production's going on that, and also for me and the representative from Bristol, when's it going to be in the UK?
We haven't started filming series 2 yet. We start when we get back, and I don't know when it's out.
I imagine the transmission in the UK will probably be the same as it was this year, so it'll be January 2010.
And it's longer.
Yeah, we've got
8 episodes.
We're working our way up to the American standards. Really slowly.
My name is Hector. I've seen all of season 1. I'm American. Don't ask how I pulled that off. I was just curious. Season 1 was amazing. Just really captured the kind of isolation of being in your 20s and trapped and different and struggling. But I was wondering, that last episode was kind of action-oriented. And I was wondering, as you're working on season 2 now, is it going to be more action-oriented, or is it still going to be like that awesome character piece that you guys are doing that really touched me, like when I watched it?
I can't say because they've only read the first couple of scripts, so I can't give too much away. But I think what I've tried to do from writing series 1 to series 2 is kind of have a completely unbroken line. So tonally, I hope it, there'll be enough, there for you to respond to the second series. It's there's darkness and light and comedy and horror and everything you want from it. But there's quite I'm storylining it at the moment actually on the last episode, and there's probably going to be some running down corridors.
Next question.
Hi, I'm Becky. I'm from the UK as well.
Hello.
So I'm going to watch the show. Yeah. I was just wondering how Lenora and Aidan became involved in the project. They weren't in the original pilot, even though I think they're much better than the originals.
No, you're very kind. Do you want to speak first? Sure.
Yes.
Sure you do.
Thank you. Basically I auditioned really, and I got it.
That's the same boring story actually. I'm glad you said that.
It was, like I said, it was one of those things that I wasn't sure about at first. I didn't know anything about the pilot. I'd been away, and so when I got the scripts, I didn't know anything about the pilot, didn't know anything about the concepts behind it, and so I kind of came to it completely afresh. And I'm really grateful actually that I didn't watch someone else's portrayal of Annie and try and match it or have that to reference.
Have you seen the pilot? Did you watch it?
I have since, yeah.
Yeah, we watched a bit. That's right. Yeah. We watched it through the shoot. Yeah, we were going to watch it. That's right. It's really the same. I mean, I just heard of it now, and I was aware that there was a pilot out there, but I didn't want to watch it. First of all, because YouTube didn't work for me. It just completely crashed, so that was a nightmare. And then 6 weeks went by, and I hadn't seen it, so I said I don't want to ruin a good thing and go watch it now. But I've subsequently watched it since then. But I don't know. It's one of those things when you're an actor that, well, certainly from my perspective, I mean, I haven't done an awful lot of work before being human, so you get a call from your agent to go for a meeting, you go do it, and it turned out to be an amazing script and easy to work on. So I don't know, it's just one of those. It just happened. One of those things that happened.
Thank you. Season 2.
Thanks. Cheers.
Next question.
Hi.
Hello.
Just for Toby, I want to ask about the blood and Mitchell not drinking it. I mean, she told me not to ask this, but how does he get sustenance? I mean, when Herrick said, we have to eat, I mean, that was like the perfect line. So what is Mitchell doing? I mean, I know you talked about carbs, but he's a vampire. He's supposed to drink blood to live.
Yeah, I mean, basically with actually more so with the vampires and the ghosts than the werewolves, but because they're, you know, in films and literature, there have been so many different versions. You know, the vampires in Let the Right One In are different to the vampires in Interview with the Vampire, and so on and so on. And so consequently it meant that we could cherry pick which bits of the mythology we wanted, and the bottom line always had to be what gave us the best story. In regard to Mitchell and the Blood, my feeling was that the addiction, to make the story work really, the addiction had to be a mental and emotional addiction, and so consequently it is in theory possible for vampires to come off the blood. The thing is that obviously they don't, because as Mitchell talks about in that clip we just saw, as the moment they stop, all of the memories of all of the things they've done come flooding back, and so it's actually easier to lose themselves into the addiction again. And so consequently, my feeling was that if we wanted to tell a story about a vampire who wanted some kind of redemption, then he had to give up the blood. And you know, it's an ongoing struggle, and it's a struggle he still has through series 2 as well. But it was a kind of editorial choice we had to make to give Mitchell a journey over the series.
We have time for 2 more questions.
That's all the time we have for questions.
Oh, I guess we don't have time for any more questions. Wow. All right, well, let's hear it for the cast. Saturdays at 8 o'clock on BBC America.
Thanks,
Thank you so much.
thanks for having us, guys. We'll hopefully be back next year. And that's only if you want us back. Do you want us back? We'll be seeing you next year.
Okay, we're going to bring out the Torchwood people momentarily, but if you...
Oh, you couldn't wait until we left. Cheer another show.
If you missed Children of Earth this week, here's a little preview of the miniseries.